Hello, hello. I'm going to tell you how to assemble this. It might be a little tricky since you haven't done this before probably, but I didn't want you to be lost. So there's two pieces of garland. There's one that has a long stick on the end, and there's one that does not. It's got a big balloons at the bottom. This is the bottom, sorry, where you see the big 3-foot balloons. And then you'll see like there's a pipe coming out of the bottom. Then you're going to have a base plate and a weight. And the weight is the counterweight. So when it's an L shape, it won't tip over. So the first thing you're going to do is put this garland on the pole into the base plate. This is the one. The one with the stick will wait on until you have this one up. Now it's better if you have two people and two hands because it's a little tricky and there's a lot of movement. So if you can, two people is great. So basically what you're going to do, I don't know if you can see here. I'll make sure you see. Hold on, I'm going to put it down for a second. There we go. Okay, so see how I have the pole in there? And then you're going to just tighten that screw until it's super tight. There you go. Hand tight is fine. You don't need any tools or anything. And then don't put the weight on quite yet, because in order to put the one with the stick on, it's going to go into the top up here. In order to put that up there, you're going to need to tip it forward. So this is where two people is better than one. I have a step stool, which is nice. So if you have a step stool, that's awesome. There's my step stool. And I'm going to take the stick on the second one. And you can really point this either direction. It can go to the left or to the right. Now, normally you would tip this forward because your ceiling's not going to be high enough. I have 12-foot ceilings here. See the hole right there? Now, if it's not straight up and down, it won't go in. There you go. Think good thoughts. Watch your fingers because it can pinch you. I'm going to push it all the way down. Okay, so once you have that, you're going to see there's lots of extra garland. I'll move back so you can see. There's lots of extra garland kind of hanging out here. That's for you to adjust once you have it all set up. So it'll make it nice and pretty. So we're just going to move that over. Hold on, I'm going to put this down for a second. Here, I can do this. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy so early in the morning. You can do this. Think positive thoughts here. All right, so I'm going to do a quick adjustment and move the balloons. That's not going to work. Move the balloons around so they cover the pole, because they're just going to. This is where two people come in. And they just slide right over the pole, so don't even worry. They're not going to pop. You can see how hard I'm pushing them. Hopefully. Now, once you have them where you want them, you're going to see a string, and you can just wrap that around one of the balloons and tuck it in. That's just for security. There's another string too, and that's over here on the end. Whoop, there's the L right there. The string on the end, if you have a place where you can stick a command strip, that's perfect for this. All you do is take a command strip. Let me grab one. Hold on. So you're going to get a little baggie that has some line and two command strips, command hooks, sorry. And all you're going to do is take you really just need one of them, and you're going to take off the backing, stick it on the wall, and then tie that string through the center of the wire like this, or around it, I guess would work too, and then stick it on the wall, and that'll keep this end from swinging forward because it's got a mind of its own sometimes. Hopefully it's against a wall and it's not a big deal. So here's another thing. You'd want to put that weight at this point onto the base plate. Now you can put it sideways like that or just lift up the balloon on the bottom. Just slide it in. 2 hands is better than 1. There we go. And that'll just give counterweight so it doesn't tip forward. And if it shakes a little, that's okay. You can trim the extra line if you want. Now, if you see that the good balloons are on the back side, which is totally possible, just grab your stepladder. See that guy? We want him on the front of the garland. You can just move them. Don't be afraid of the balloons. They're pretty tough, and even if you pop one, you won't be able to tell. See, we want this beautiful gold balloon in the front. Maybe this red one that's just standing up straight. One on the front. Okay, let's take a look at it now. It's hard to see so close up. So you see there, now they're leaning more forward. And you can move all of the little tiny balloons, the 5-inch balloons. They can be moved around also. So that's how you put it together. It's the opposite to take it apart. Just pull up the top. What you do if you have your ceilings aren't high enough, just tip the whole thing forward. The whole thing comes forward, and then you can pull it out when it's nice and low. And then it makes it so you don't have to bump into the ceiling. I hope this is helpful. Ask me if you have any questions, okay? Thank you.